from the Drunken Leather Quarantine Show, presented to you by the Woolen Comedy Club. Here to remind you this is a very adult show featuring very adult subjects and very adult topics. If you're ready for a very adult evening, please get ready for the Drunken Under Quarantine Show Season 3. Remember, stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. I am, in fact, here. That's kind of like a spoiler alert over here. Just saying. Pay no attention to the man behind the screen. Anyways, welcome to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. It is episode 13, season 3. GW and I are here. Island Boy. Probably not. We'll see. Anyways, let's get to the show. We got some shit to talk about. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome back to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. I think I just got an alert. That was wild. I don't usually do that. I forgot to mute my phone. I got a new phone, and I'm having issues with that. So, yeah, I will do that. I promise. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about some local news, of course. We got a couple stories there. One about a man who got fired at McDonald's in Shelburne, literally. We're also going to talk about Vermont State Police releasing a photo of the stupidest criminal in Vermont. What he chooses, what he's trying to accomplish, who knows? And he's an idiot. So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about, of course, the infamous Choco Taco. And a little bit about what's going on in New York. Not to mention tea bags. We're going to talk about tea bags. Matt said, I am not an island boy. Matt, thank you for joining the show. Good to see you, brother. Without further ado, welcome to the Spotlight Stage. My man, my boy, my comrade. A man who was there with me Saturday when we rocked the house through thick and thin, through fun and sweat and wardrobe malfunctions and all sorts of fun stuff. It was a hell of a show. But please welcome my man, my boy, my comrade, Mr. G.W. Foley. Oh, that one. There we go.
No money, no family. 16 in the middle of Miami. No money, no family. What's up, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night. I'm a little late. That's my fault. It was 8:03 when I did it. And when I started, I should have just cut it off at 1 and been like, that's fine. Because it's not like everyone else listens to Iggy Azalea anyways. I don't even listen to her. I just know that part. Because I keeps it real, son. Yes. What's up, Matt? How's it going? So my dog has an interesting dilemma, ladies and gentlemen. And I feel for him. His nuts have not dropped yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So we might have to give him surgery to go in there to get his nuts so we can clip them off. I loathe this idea. But then the other things that can happen is they can go into his abdomen. I'm like, his nuts are dangerous.
Yeah. I didn't know they were that dangerous.
Yeah. They can twist up inside him and cause him pain. I don't want that.
No.
So what do? We knock him out, rip him open, and pull those bad boys out like they're the spirit gem on Vision's head in Avengers. Done. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, though. I love him. He He's kind of a dick. Doesn't like going outside. Doesn't like doing new things. He's very, very afraid of shit. I went to drop him off at his mother's work today. Like, I was going with him. It wasn't like, all right, get out the door. Fuck you, kid. But I was walking him to the Jeep so we can go and see Mama. And he pulled out of his harness because he didn't want to go. He was full force stop being like, no, anything but that. I don't want that. And I'm like, tough shit. You're going anyways. Because I'm a dick. No fucking 6-pound dogs are going to tell me what's he doing. You're like, I own you. You are bought and paid for. You are my chattel. I will tell you what to do. Okay, so Matt saying Yankees suck. I don't give a shit. He can have his opinions. Is that better? Does that work, Matt? Does that work for you? God, fucking. Let me guess. You're a Red Sox fan.
Oh, of course.
And the only reason you're a Red Sox fan is because you live in fucking New England.
Oh, well, no. He said no.
No to the fact that this doesn't work, or no, you're a Red Sox fan.
It could be behind.
There's 2 questions there, Matt. This is my time. Take up my time. Yeah.
Called it.
Red Sox fan. You know what? When I really enjoyed them? When they were losing World Series. Yeah. Like when they lost the World Series to the Mets. That's when they were the best.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. To the Mets. Thank you, Bill Buckner. Anyways. Fucking Red Sox fans. I live in the wrong part of the country to be like fucking hate the Patriots. Fucking hate the Red Sox. Bruins can go suck dick. Give me the Whale. Give me Hartford. Yeah.
Let's talk about how they removed the smoking area and renamed Yawkey Way. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's way out of my. I'm not a sports guy at all.
You're out of my. I don't know.
Nope.
I
mean that sucks. Like I appreciate a smoking area because at least you know the cigarette butts tend to congregate there instead of everywhere else.
Oh yeah. I got some news about my car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Breaking.
But apparently the guy was in the hospital and he told somebody to give everyone a call, and I wasn't called, and he feels bad about it. And I'm like, I left you 4 messages on your phone. Once you got out of the hospital, wouldn't you give me a call first thing? Because you still had my fucking car. Still not done, by the way.
Jesus.
Supposed to get a phone call by the end of the week. Let's see if that happens. Doubt it.
Yep.
Let's see what else is pissing me off. I feel like Kevin McTaggart.
Say now that he isn't doing that, can we take it over? We'll start doing one weekly.
Yeah. I had to drive to my college to drop off some health paperwork, which really sucked. It's not a bad drive. It was weird. I don't know. I don't like talking to people. I don't like seeing people. I'd rather like select few. Like Hickory is like an exception to that. Like I would go and drive to see Hickory. Most other people, fuck no. I
I hear that, vice versa.
yeah. I don't care. I should have faxed it, but I figured it was cheaper just to drive it. Um, even giving like gas mileage and the cost of gas. Uh, and that way I made sure that they had it. Um, but I got to see some of the new upcoming students because they were doing another orientation that day, a Spartan day. And guess what I didn't see? Anyone my own fucking age. Actually, that's not true. I saw one dude that looked like he was my age. And he was there with his child. And I want to be like, rock on, dude.
I think. Did you look away? That was like that was a 15-minute segment of the show, Matt.
That was like a whole bit.
Yeah. It took time and effort for GW to switch that shit up.
Yeah. Like you got to see this right here.
Still beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So like I just I always get the weird looks when I'm on campus of like, what the fuck is this dude doing here? Does he belong here? Do I need to call security? I'm waiting to see how many times I get tased in a school year. Like just by security being like, can we help you?
It's a good thing you don't own a trench coat.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Is that still a thing? Like, are kids still wearing trench coats?
No, I don't think so. I don't know though, man. I'm fucking old.
Yeah, I had some friends in high school. That,
yeah, you should just get a little badge, G-dubs.
Yeah.
Scare the shit out of them, confiscate their weed, just the usual.
I ain't
never pay for weed
narc.
again.
I am not a narc.
No, you don't have to be. You just have to pretend to be the security and take their weed.
Oh, it's gonna be like a 21 Jump Street situation. Hello, my fellow youth.
GW
Can you tell me where the Wiggity
Jonah
Wag
Hill.
is?
You guys got any of that wacky tobacco down here?
I'm looking for some left-handed cigarettes. I'm afraid that like someone's gonna get too close to me and think we're friends and ask me to buy them beer. And not that I would do it, and not for like legal reasons because like I could get arrested or anything like that for doing it. It's more of they have to learn disappointment.
That's a good point.
Like you're not always going to be able to get what you want, and quite frankly, I'm also afraid for the first time I get invited to a keg party, which I'm not going, by the way. Because that just seems like a load of trouble being a 40-year-old dude at a fucking keg party. Like, that is nothing but trouble for me.
Yep.
Maybe if there was like a couple other like 50-year-olds and I'm not the oldest dude there trying to look cool. Yeah. I am not going to school for partying. I need to get my grades. I need to keep focused and get the fuck out. I'm not doing like a Chris Farley Tommy Boy thing where I'm there for fuck that noise.
Herbie Hancock.
Like a suitcase. Anyways, that's it. That's enough of me bitching.
Nice.
It's been, Jesus, 12 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. Of course, it was partially Matt's fault because he made me switch my hat.
I agree. Oh, Nick's in. He said, I sent my 43 birthday last weekend in the drunk tank. Savage, Nick. That's a way to spend it. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Jesus
I wanna
Christ,
know.
Nick.
Nick, if you can, I'll send you a link. I want to hear more about this story. It'd be a great special for tonight. Matt said, "Can I bitch?" Yeah, just reach out to me. We'll bring you on the show. Or you can type out something. I'll read it for you.
Bitch in the comments.
Yeah. Spent his 43rd birthday last weekend in the drunk tank. Savage. That's a good Drunken Under Quarantine show fan right there, I say.
Yeah. He should have went to the show.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I'm too lazy to end up in the drunk tank. Because once I get home, I'm like, I have beer here. Why would I leave?
Yeah.
It really takes a show to drag me out of the house.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, if I don't have a show planned, I'm like, fuck leaving the house. I'm gonna stay here.
Yep.
It's comfy here. My dog's here.
Murphs.
Anyways, it's your time.
Oh yeah. About that. There we go. Thank you for joining me, GW. Drunken Under Quarantine show.
Love you, buddy.
13. Love you too, brother. Basic updates in the world of the Drunken Underwhelming. I'm working on a project, so I've kind of taken like a week off. There'll be new videos up next week. I didn't really do much this week because I was working on something that's going to come up in a couple weeks and be very special that GW will be helping with, and that'll be a lot of fun and absolutely ridiculous and probably the fucking dorkiest thing I've done on my channel ever, but I'm absolutely going to love it. It's going to be a good time. Other than that, the show this past Saturday, shout out to Ryan Kenyon, Kevin McTaggart. Of course, GW was there. Collen Doyle for having it at the Woolen Mill. And also to Leo Letizzi and Dominique Anjou. Absolutely phenomenal burlesque performances. It started off nice. Right, G-Dubs? Like, the temperature in the club started nice when there was just like 4 of us there before anybody showed up.
Yeah.
We were just setting up. We were like laying out the... Because here, for this one, I don't have anything planned. So I will give you a little behind the scenes looking into a Hickory host show. What happens at the Woolen Mill Comedy Club. So what happens, generally we open doors about 7:30 for a Hickory host show. We're live at 8 or 8:15 or 8:20, depending on what time shit actually gets together and what time people end up settling in. But typically I'll get there about 7. I'll go up. I'll make sure the club's set up. If not, I'll set up chairs. Do that kind of thing with the beautiful assistant. Around that time, G-Dubs will get there. Possibly another performer or two. Ryan and Kevin were there pretty early. And then we kind of hang out in the club and shoot the shit. Make some popcorn, set up the lights, just get shit going. And yeah, we were waiting a little bit. So there was a little bit of lag because we were waiting on some performers to come down because Dominique and Leo came down from Burlington and Montpelier, which is a little bit of a hike to Bridgewater. They were absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, so we it was probably like 70 degrees when we got there.
Yeah.
But by the time showtime at 8:20 rolled around and a bunch of people had packed into the club, it was probably like 85 degrees. If I was just going to take a rough guess. 85-ish. It was the hottest show of the summer. I teased it as multiple times. And it was a hell of a time. I thought everybody had a good set. Leo was super fun. Dom was super fun. And not to spoil anything if you go see Dom, but the Boogeyman is the shit. I hadn't seen that act before and have to 100% say, goddamn. Like, it's one of those ones where you see something live and you're like, is this really happening right now? Because this seems like something that would happen in a fantasy of mine. But no, it was real. Okay, so we got Fish Rage. So Matt sent me something on Facebook. He wanted me to. He says, I sent you your shiz, real man, FB, Paige McConnell. I don't know who that Paige McConnell is. But anyways, he sent me some photos. I'm going to pull them up.
Hopefully they're not too risky.
No, this it seemed pretty tame. This one is fish. I assume this is... okay, so this is SPAC, right? If I'm not correct, by the way.
I've never been to SPAC.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is SPAC. I don't know because I pay and I sit down in the seats. Like, we're old, dude. We'll pay to sit close. Like, we don't, Just like the mezzanine for Guar. It was just like, whatever. I don't mind sitting. I'm an old man. That's cool with me. And the second one was...
Yeah.
Yeah, that just for the record, to be perfectly clear, that's nowhere near enough beer to get Hickory the Drunk and Underwhelming through a fish show. Just gonna throw that out there is that I'm gonna require more alcohol than that. Personally,
I would need a DD in order to go to a fish show.
Oh, okay, I was wrong. He said Xfinity Theater in Hartford. Okay, it looks moderately like SPAC. I mean, SPAC might not actually look like that from the back. But it's kind of like what it looks like around the top part. It's the same kind of thing. Like there's lawn, and then there's actual like inside undercover space. Yeah, that's where we saw Blink and Lil Wayne. That was a hell of a show. You ever get a chance to see a legend of hip hop and your favorite pop punk band growing up tour together, you should probably do it. I know it's unfortunate. Unfortunately, there will be no Sum 41 DMX tour, although that would been awesome. I would have been on top of that. Speaking of tours, G-Dubs, you see the 90s tour that's in Rutland coming up?
Yeah.
The I Love the 90s tour, headlined by Vanilla Ice.
My problem with that is I like Vanilla Ice, but I like his later stuff where he was like new metal.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say my favorite. What's your favorite? You have a favorite Vanilla Ice tune?
I think it. What the fuck is it called? I think it's called Boom Shalak with
That sounds about right.
The lead singer of Bloodhound Gang.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
Boom Shalak. Yeah.
Matt said, yeah, it's a Live Nation venue similar. Yeah, but does Live Nation actually build the venues? I assume they were just the mafia that's taken over live shows. Jason said, I'd have to be drunk and eat some mushrooms for me to ever to go to a fish show. Yeah, I was being generous with that much beer, to be fair. Nothing runs like an antelope other than me running away from the sound of fish. And that was a fish reference for those who don't know.
If I hear a 20-minute solo to bouncing around the room, I'll slip my wrists.
Yeah, not my band. Although there is some jam bands I would go see. I'm not gonna lie. Like Umphreys, maybe Umphreys McGee. I've seen them live. It was a great show. Cool jam band. They did a really cool. They do some. I guess I like a band like that because they do a lot of mashup stuff live, where they'll mash up like their songs with other songs with other songs.
Yeah.
And so they did a really cool. What was the crossover? Come As We Are, mashed up with The Trees by MGMT. Was pretty dope. Yeah, it was a cool tune. And then later on in the show, they did some Steely Dan riffs mixed into other covers. It was cool. It was I guess I like them because they do some covers and stuff, which is, I don't know, fun to me as a guy who's not a dedicated fan of the band.
I just don't like jam music.
No, I think what I really want is like a metal jam band, just to experience something different.
They have those.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, it seems almost genius that if you had You had a couple guys who could really fucking shred that they just hang out and write 30-minute songs together.
Yeah, look into like progressive rock or progressive metal, and they have some like Dream Theater is kind of
Okay.
jamming.
Yeah, it's borderline with that crossover. Yeah, okay. I can see that. I could get into that, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad.
No.
It's the punk in me where I'm like I want short, fast songs that you can play 20 and a half hour.
Like, I want songs that end.
Yeah.
So I'm previewing this video real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, we can play that. He just sent me a video, and I wanted to make sure it was like acceptable to put on the stream, because you never know. Like, it's a gamble with internet content these days over whether they'd be YouTube approved. Let's pull it up, Matt. Why not? I don't know if he took this video. I hope so. I hope this was at the fish show. Oh yeah, he said I sent another beautiful buffalo people. I sent another beautiful buffalo people. Are you talking about like the one from January 6th? Like that beautiful buffalo person? I don't know if you're allowed to call him that. Here we go. Let's check this out. I don't know why he sent that to me, but those guys know how to take a half-assed bump, I suppose.
Yeah, what they should have done was pushed one into the table, and not just like, oh, I'm gonna jump like a.
Yeah, like actually slammed one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of cool moves you could do where you take equal amounts. Like, it's not a
rock bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The wife said, "How come you and GW don't have equal parts of the screen? You're killing my OCD." Because we were in my segment, and it got into a bit of a ramble. And how do you like that, Wiferkins? What about now? What if it's just me? Does that bug you out? Sorry.
Well, I think that part's going to be fine because
she said, and she even commented all better, but she messaged me directly first, which comments help the algorithm. Jason said, "Well, yeah, a little bit."
It's going to be one of those shows, isn't it?
Oh, it's already one of those shows. GW, you ready to get into the main part?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody.
OCD.
Yeah, we're in the main show. Look at that. And I don't know if it'll bug you, honey buns, but Bernie's a little off center because although he's the wrong way, he's a little right of center, which would be far from accurate. I guess in theory he'd be like over here because he actually you can't see that because that's just my screen. He'll be far left of center. It's hilarious that they jump through tables. Yeah, but it'd be cooler if they got slammed through tables, is all I'm saying. Or what GW was saying, and I wholeheartedly agree. Nicole said, ha ha ha. Thank you, beautiful assistant. Cheers. Matt said, Buffalo Bills fans. Yeah, I don't know anything about sports, so that you're way out of my depths there. GW, I guess, would be the sports guy of the show.
And I'm not into sports.
No, and I don't think either of us have like a real passion for it.
I wear baseball hats because I like the logos.
Fair enough.
Like I could care.
Me too, which is why my baseball hat is the Milwaukee Bears from basketball. Because that's a sport I can get behind. A little basketball on the weekend. The type of sport where the same guys who are all juiced up and chemically enhanced to the gills can compete with the same guy that's 45 years old with a bad back. It's like cornhole. You know, it's cornhole is like one of the few sports that's like mixed gender and it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's like truly one of the ones that I'm like, nope, that's actually perfect. That's a perfect sport right there. It's mixed gender. You can play teams or solo.
Play with yourself, play with others.
Yeah, it's almost the perfect sport. Although I think they call it something. I don't know if they actually call it cornhole in the national championships.
I just hate the name cornhole.
I like it because it means we can say it openly now. Back in the day, it was kind of like a dirty word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like the cornholes like a...
Well,
it's mainstream now, baby.
So, like... shit. Forever ago. Like 20 some odd years ago. Before cornhole was popular. And it was a Midwest thing.
Yep.
And I was at my brother's wedding. And someone's like, we should go cornholing. And I was like, what the fuck you just say? What are we doing? No, I'm not cornholing anything. You fucking hillbillies can do what you want, but I'm not in. And then they explained the game, and I was like, that sounds stupid. I'm not in.
Matt clarifies, Buffalo Bills fans jumped through tables. That's what we watched in negative 20-degree weather after drinking for 3 hours. That's interesting. They just destroy tables for no reasons. Why don't they slam each other through tables? Because that would be much more entertaining. Like, if I'm going to go through a table, it's not that much more effort for somebody to powerbomb me through it, as opposed to me to jump off my tailgate through it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, with the powerbomb, at least I know the guy that I'm with is going to try to, like, put me through it in a way where I'm not just going to, like, land on the pavement.
Like that one dude did.
Yeah, I think I have a far better chance at actually, like, nailing the center of the table, which is the sweet spot. I'm just going to say, if I'm going to go do this, I'm probably going to gimmick my table. You know, I'm not going to say it's been cut or weakened, but I am going to say I'm not going to stand on it first.
Yeah.
I would probably gimmick the table.
It depends on...
I guess it doesn't... I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's still... You're still getting put through a table on the pavement.
Yeah.
Which is much less ideal than getting put through a table onto, I don't know, anything softer. Like a ring or grass or
a pad.
A padded mat on the outside of the ring. I don't know. Beautiful Assistant says, good thing you're great at finding the sweet spots. Oh,
Ooh.
That's right. Getting hot on the Drunken Under Quarantine show. A magical table. No, I would, Jason, but you know how much the fabric to line a poker table costs? It's not fucking cheap, man. Especially because it's not just the fabric. You have to put, like, padding underneath it. Because a lot of people don't understand is that if you have a flat table, cards don't, like, they sit flat on it. Whereas if you have the padding, you can, like, push on the table and get underneath it to pick it up. It's, card tables are a thing. Mine was way too expensive to destroy. Maybe in the future, when we're rich and famous and we have nothing better to do, GW and I will go to a Buffalo Bills game and he will fucking rock bottom me through a table. Probably a heavily gimmicked one. Matt said, I agree they were running around all saying, can we jump through your table? Haha. Really? What a deranged group of individuals. Never in my life have I been somewhere and been like, hey man, I want to jump through that table.
Yeah. Why didn't they buy their own table?
Yeah. You know what would be really funny is to bring a really fucking sturdy table. And then
like
watch
an old oak table?
No, like to get a cheap one and reinforce the shit out of it. So it doesn't break. Is anyone not going to look underneath it? You throw a tablecloth over it, you reinforce that fucker with 4x4s. It's just, you could set a truck on top of it. This guy's going to jump on top of it. It'd be fun to watch. Maybe I'm just an asshole. I don't know. Let's get into the first topic of the night. This one brings a sad piece to my heart. But I tried to lighten it up with the title, so for those who are easily offended, look away. How the drunk is this news? First Lady Alice Cooper, please mourn the death of the best breakfast taco, the Choco Taco. Yeah, that was a callback to the First Lady Jill Biden talking about Hispanic people being as diverse as all the tacos in San Antonio? Is that
Yeah.
what she said? Yeah.
As the people of Santa Fe, as their breakfast tacos.
Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Jill Biden. Probably not a doctor in gender or race studies. Most likely a doctor in, I don't know, something that doesn't contribute. Anyways, here we go. People are mourning the end of the Choco Taco, a Mount Rushmore ice cream treat. This is from Sports Illustrated because it was kind of funny and it wasn't like as stupid as most of the other articles. Say, while we wait for Charles Barkley to make a decision about whether to join golf, we need to put sports media aside and address a story that's rocked the country. On Monday, Klondike announced they'll be discontinuing the Choco Taco. The treat featured fudge swirled vanilla ice cream and a sugar cone with a peanut sprinkled chocolate coating. Since the announcement, all sorts of people have shared their dismay at the demise of the Choco Taco. Senators have weighed in. Serena Williams' husband, whoever that guy is, has offered to save the Choco Taco. Author Stephen King shared his concern. Good. I'm glad Stephen King's on the case.
Oh, yeah.
I feel much better now. And ESPN's Scott Van Pelt revealed a personal story about the Choco Taco. Like a personal story, like you have a heartfelt connection with an ice cream treat. Maybe this is why America is so morbidly obese. Like, don't get me wrong, I love me a good Choco Taco. I'm not going to share like a heartfelt story about how it changed my life. Other than added calories to my diet, and which made me fat. And now I'm depressed. But that didn't change my life at all. See, I don't want to kick all Choco Taco lovers while they're down, but if all the people who have tweeted about the Choco Taco the past couple of days actually purchased Choco Tacos, we wouldn't be in this mess. While the Choco Taco is legendary, it's not the GOAT. But here we are, with the Mount Rushmore ice cream truck treat gone, done, finished. So now what are you supposed to do on a hot summer day when you hear the bells from around your block and walk outside your house and wait for the white truck to pull around as you plot out your order? Here are the best options. Cherry Italian ice, Oreo ice cream sandwich, toasted almond bar, an ice cream sandwich. Fuck that, GW. I think this is going to be like the Twinkie. What do you think?
I think that we should put some respect on the King Cone.
Oh.
You get all the same shit from the Choco Taco, but it's bigger, and the cone is chocolate coated.
Fair.
On the inside, so that shit doesn't melt.
The best kind.
Put some respect on that name.
I was going to say, I think it's going to be much the way of the Twinkie, and some, I don't know, PBR-like entity might come in and swoop in and save the day, much like they did with the Twinkie, right? The Twinkie was in the same situation just years ago.
Yeah.
And then PBR. Of all fucking people, PBR.
Wow, what
Pabst
goes better
Blue
with a
Ribbon.
PBR than a Twinkie?
I don't know. They're both equally as bad for you, I guess. But, brilliant. Matt said racist. What, for reinforcing my table? It's not because I'm not a Bills fan. I'm a fan of people injuring themselves, and I think that shit's hilarious.
I think the Jill Biden thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she is, man. I'm not going to... But, like, she's also fucking 70 or something. Like, she's close to the same age that her potato of a husband is. And she said, can't cancel vanilla ice cream tacos. No, that's why they have a chocolate swirl, bro, so they're inclusive, see?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's more brown and black than it is white. I'm just saying. And it's a taco. I don't know. I don't know what else I have to say on this.
I like a good Choco Taco, but I'm not gonna miss it. Honestly, I haven't had one in years. Maybe if I find one, check the expiration date, I might buy it. But I don't give a shit about Choco Tacos.
That's fair. Matt said fucking love tacos. Yeah, me too, bro.
Oh, tacos. Tacos, on the other hand, different story.
I hate to do this, G-Dubs. I gotta grab a beer.
Yeah.
got a minute?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do this.
You want
Let's
me to full
fucking
screen
do
here?
it. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We're still on the topic of Choco Tacos, and let me tell you this story. I was watching TV, and they brought up Choco Tacos, and I really wanted one. I don't know why. Never really had the craving before, but at this point, I was like, that sounds delicious. So I went to my local Blockbuster because I knew they had them. And you can tell I'm dating myself in the story because I said I just went to my local Blockbuster. How fucking long ago have those been gone? And I gotta tell you, it tasted like shit. It was freezer burn. The caramel swirl wasn't swirly. It was all kind of clumped to one side. The vanilla ice cream tasted ratchet. Like, I could have made something better. I'm not going to because I'm lazy as fuck. But that's my Choco Taco story. And I hope you burn in the pits of hell like you should. Goodbye, Choco Taco. Nitrogen ice cream is the future. I am not a food purist. Or I'm a food purist. I don't like this whole like gastronomicon fucking food science.
Not to be
bullshit.
confused with Necrogoblicon, because we absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Jones the shit.
I do not think nitrogen ice cream is the future. I think it's going to be too costly to produce. And,
no, I think the future is crickets and locusts.
There's
and
that.
Other sweet treats concocted out of bugs. That might be the
You
future.
didn't miss much.
Okay.
I was telling a story about
He said it's incredible. So is Nitro Cold Brew, which I would rather see more of that. He said smooth. Yes, like a Nitro Cold Brew. It's like the one type of bullshit coffee I'll actually endorse.
I like my mocha frappuccinos.
Fair.
Chocolate and coffee go together well.
Let's get right into the next one. It's a local story. Well, that's one hell of a way to quit. I wonder if he got fired. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I had to. I couldn't help it, guys. I'm sorry. This is a McDonald's employee on Shelburne Road evacuated after... Sorry, McDonald's on Shelburne Road evacuated after employee threw live ammunition on the grill. Restaurant was evacuated, employee detained by police and taken to hospital for evaluation. This was updated July 25th. See, diners at the McDonald's on Shelburne Road. That's very nice to call them diners.
Yeah.
Eaters at McDonald's on Shelburne Road in South Burlington.
Fucking slobs.
We're in for a shock when police say live ammunition was thrown on the grill inside the restaurant. Which is just nice to know that McDonald's has a grill. You know, like part of that alone is reassuring. Well, it had to be some type of hot cooking device that actually cooks if he was gonna, like use it to make ammo go boom boom. South Burlington police say they were called to McDonald's restaurant just after 5 p.m. Sunday for a report of disturbance involving a firearm, because Burlington's had no shortage of those. I'm sure the defunding their police has really worked out for them. Police said an employee had reportedly removed ammunition from a handgun and threw live rounds onto the grill, causing them to explode while continuing to act erratically. Yes, erratically, like displaying your handgun while you're working at a McDonald's. That probably would have been the first clue that shit was going awry. When some guy who probably can't carry while he's working, like most places, decided to take out his firearm. Probably would have been the first sign that shit was about to go down. They have a flat top, no grill. Well, yeah, but we call that a grill a lot in the in the industry.
Technically, it's a griddle.
Yep. But I mean, even like a Blackstone that you would buy, because those things are actually pretty popular now, and a lot of people have them. You've seen those, right, G-Dubs?
Yeah.
It's basically a commercial flat top that takes the place of your grill outside. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I like having one of those. It's a dedicated piece of equipment, though. But you could do almost everything on one. When you really think about it, there's not much you can't accomplish with a flat top.
I love me a good flat top.
Especially a good one. Like the ones that come, and I'll say this because we bought a really nice stove when we moved into the new place. Sorry, I just got sinus itchy. I'm trying to fight it. When we moved into the new place, we bought a really nice stove. It's a dual fuel, so it's electric oven, gas range. Puts out a good amount of BTUs on the burners. But in the center, it has one of those long burners with like a griddle pan that goes over it. And dude, that thing just does not. It's like they purposely designed that one burner to underperform. Like all 4 burners on the stove, other than that, are fucking rock star solid, and just crush it and heat stuff like almost like you're working in a commercial kitchen. Maybe not quite as fast because like those things really put out some BTUs, but like pretty close, and you can get like a real nice sear on stuff. That goddamn griddle is like the most worthless thing. I'm like, had I known, I would have opted for a real 5th burner or no 5th burner, and just kept my electric griddle. Because to be honest, that electric one was far superior. Matt said, I worked there in Ocala, Florida. Horse people love McChickens. That's interesting. The good old horse people.
Fucking horse people.
Not to be confused with the lizard people.
No.
You don't really have to worry about the horse people. They're weird, but they're all right for the most part.
They can be one and the same.
This is true. Never let your guard down. The lizard people are everywhere. They say police said an employee had reportedly removed ammunition from a handgun through 3 live rounds onto the grill, causing them to explode while continuing to act erratically. Police said no injuries were reported. All employees and guests evacuated the restaurant. When police got there, they set up a perimeter and began negotiating with the male employee who was still in possession of the handgun and additional ammunition. Well, it's good to see the guy wasn't just carrying 3 rounds, because that would have been cause for concern as well. Although it is hard times, I guess.
Yeah.
Ammo's not as cheap as it used to be. Sometimes I'm just shocked when I see it available for sale. That's how bad it's been since COVID broke out. After a short time, police said the employer agreed to leave the gun inside and come out, where he was detained. The employee was taken to UVM Medical Center for evaluation. This incident is still under investigation. Criminal charges will be contemplated once the investigation is complete. I'd hate to, if I had to ponder and guess what the charges for this were. Reckless endangerment.
Disorderly conduct.
Yeah. Attempted negligent. It could catch him on something that's like attempted negligent homicide or something. You know what I mean? Just because you're so fucking reckless to and don't get me wrong, live ammo outside of a gun is not insanely dangerous. It's not nearly as dangerous as people think it is, because it doesn't have nearly the same force. Because there's no barrel. It expands evenly as opposed to forcing all of its direction in one way. But it's still, I feel like you could still catch a charge like that. If you were at a party and you threw a handful of ammo into a fire, I feel like some type of charge you'd catch for I don't know, attempted bodily damage or something, attempted assault. I don't know, something weird like that. There's got to be some type of physical harm charge on being that reckless, right?
Yeah. No, I would. I think I could also say negligent use of a firearm.
Yeah. Even though he didn't technically use his firearm, he did because he emptied ammo from it. Yeah. So I guess that is technically use.
And he still was waving it around afterwards.
Oh, so yeah, definitely then. Matt said I just sent you an encore. Unfortunately, I'd have to join that group, Matt, and I'm not willing to join the Billtown resident chat. As enticing as that does sound. But
The
yeah,
Billtown?
what an idiot. You know,
Yeah.
it's like one of those stories where you're like, people are fucking stupid, man. Attempted food poisoning, yes, or attempted lead poisoning, I guess would be a. Yeah, you could catch a charge for like tampering with food, even trying to knowingly attempting to contaminate food for public consumption. I'm sure there's something about that somewhere.
I don't think that would play high on the list.
No, but I mean, really, if you're gonna go for it,
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me at this point in time, depending on I don't know, their status. That something like that, you know. Sometimes people do have the book thrown at them. Matt said, "Fuck yeah, sorry, bro. I cannot share that, senor." We'll move right into the next one. UFC fighter goes Halo 3 on another. Patty the Patty actually did it. Yeah, we got this story. UFC fighter teabags opponent like Modern Warfare 2. G-Dubs, you ever played a video game where people teabag each other?
Oh yeah, World of Warcraft, baby.
Oh, okay. That happened? Oh, I didn't know that was a World of Warcraft thing, too.
Yep, you can teabag.
Nice.
I don't think it's like slash teabag, but okay. Hold on, I got puppy aggro. Come here.
No.
Don't be a dick. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, Murphs.
You're ruining TV.
Let's go, Murphs.
All right. He was sniffing my ass.
Fair enough. Some interesting stuff going on down there, I'm sure.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Oh.
Oh. Ah, there.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
This is the highlight of the show right here. Look at GW's big, sexy wiener.
Yes. Plopping it down on the desk as he's giving me kisses. Oh. Hi, buddy. Hi. I'm in the middle of a TV show, buddy.
It's all right. That's the cutest thing that's happened all episode.
Oh.
Oh, Murphs. I wish I had the ability to zoom in on StreamYard.
All right, let's continue.
Fair enough. Anyways, we're going to talk about teabagging, which is great. I'm sure Murph has a lot to input on this story. UFC fighter teabags opponent like Modern Warfare 2. Halo 3 was my introduction to teabag. And it actually started in back in the day before we were playing online. Back when GW's ever been part of an Xbox LAN party?
No.
So back in the day, back before Xbox Live was really a thing, you could hook up 4 of them in a LAN, local area network, and you could have 4 players on each Xbox. So you could get 16 people together, assuming you had 4 TVs and space. And have that was my first introduction to what I would like to think is online gaming now. Except it wasn't really online, it was like a bunch of dudes in a house having, and they always used to name like stupid names for their characters, so that whenever they did when they killed you, it would always come up with you were killed by, or no, it would say so if it was GW Foley was your name on Halo, it would be like GW Foley killed you, GW Foley assassinated you. Or if you ran them over with a certain vehicle, it'd be like GW Foley splattered you. So we always used to name each other like a penis and all sorts of just funny things. So whenever somebody killed you, it was always a funny one. He said, fuck, wrong one, next week. Fair enough. Anyways, let's move into the teabagging story. UFC fighter Paddy Pimblett incorporates the old-fashioned Call of Duty and Halo taunt. Oh, good, they did mention it. Of teabagging into his trash talk in an actual fight. Call of Duty franchise coming up on 20 years of existence. Even the youngest fans in the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 release are now becoming adults, professionals, in their preferred line of work. Some of those professions, like UFC fighter, have more space to involve more colorful trash talk. One of UFC's rising stars incorporated one of gaming's most notorious taunts in their pre-fight press conference aimed at his opponent. UFC fighter Paddy Pimblett, also known as Paddy the Batty or Paddy the Fatty, because apparently this dude gets like really out of shape on the off season and like has like a serious gut and stuff, and then he drops like 40 pounds before he goes into a fight.
Oh yeah, that'll last.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, he's going to die in like 20 years, but it's working out for him so far. So, UFC fighter Paddy Pimblett was interviewed as part of his pre-fight press duties, where he was asked about his opponent Jordan Levitt. Levitt, Pimblett's UFC London Fight Night opponent, fired the first volley, claiming that his approach to the fight was finish the fight, twerk, and go home. Levitt's twerk comments got back to Pimblett, who then escalated and claimed that he would teabag him like it's Modern Warfare 2. Oh, that's awesome. I love that this is what two grown men are talking about before they're going to punch each other in the face on live TV. Teabagging is in video games regarded as one of the highest forms of disrespect in online multiplayer games. Yes, or the most hysterical thing you can do online. Gesture was first popularized by Halo. Then the bad-mouthing practice moved on to Call of Duty and other first-person shooters. When we first get to see it in real life, like the Los Angeles Chargers defense lineman Joey Bosa did in the game, it's funny to see because it's a very awkward movement and execution. It's one thing for Pimblett to trash talk and say he's going to teabag his opponent, but fans were unsure if the fighter would get the chance if he lost the fight or the fight ended in a draw. In this case, Pimblett was true to his word. And here, Paddy Pimblett says he has a specific goal in mind for the fight. Let's see what he has to say.
So where do you think what do you think he's coming from with this? Is he just trying to get in your head?
Yeah, he's just trying to get in my head, being a little weirdo like he is, but no one can out-weird me. I'm weirder than anyone.
Is there a chance you twerk over him if he gets...
I'm going to teabag him, lad. I'm going to teabag him like it's Modern Warfare 2.
For the...
Oh, it's even better. This dude has like the worst, like the most non-pleasing British accent I've ever heard. Like, it's just...
Uninitiated at home, what is teabagging?
I'm going to squat as close to his head as I possibly can without the ref shouting at me.
Okay.
Just squat up and down like I'm on Modern Warfare 2, lad.
Thank you for clarifying.
So I guess he did call it beforehand. I said in the second round of their fight, Pimblett forced a submission on Levitt, winning him the fight. Without missing a beat, Pimblett proceeded to perform the teabag motion while Levitt was still recovering from the submission hold. From the video obtained by Barstool Sports, Levitt looks like he was about to react to the gesture, but the camera panned away to a shot of the London crowd. Here we go with that.
That's tight, he gets it! He gets the tap!
Teabag! Oh, one more time from the fans.
This is it! That's tight, he gets it! He gets the tap! The penny pump!
I'll give him points for trying to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a true honest teabag, but
Yeah, that guy got up really fast.
yeah, well, because he knew what was going down. Like he was instantly like, oh shit, I know what's about to happen, and I cannot. Jason says weak ass teabag. Yeah, I agree, dude, but it would have been like, you know, if he had done a real strong one and just like whipped out his sack and dropped it on the other dude's head, it would have been like, you know, it wouldn't have just been a joke at that point. It would have been like charges.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't blame him for not laying down the fucking teabag hammer like you might on one of your friends if you were in that same situation. But like, bro's on national TV, and the other guy got up really fast. I think it would have been a better teabag had it landed in like a KO. And like his opponent had been like out cold. You know what I mean? I think it might have been like a little bit, might have been a bit stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you gotta take what you can get in these situations, I suppose.
I think if it was a KO and not a submission, it would have been a little better.
Yeah, because it would have been different if he had choked him out too. If it wasn't like a tap submission choke, it was like an actual like choke out, and the dude was like unconscious for 30 seconds afterward. It would have been a much different teabag. Matt said he could have choked him unconscious and then teabagged. Yes, which I was talking about, but that would have been
ref stoppage.
He would have had the ref on top of him soon after that dude tapped, because those are the rules. You're not really trying to maim each other. And I get that sometimes you get a maim for a meme, but not when there's cameras around like that. So the teabag is funny as a funny gesture in some circles, but it's a controversial practice. More mature gamers would call it childish, and extreme cases it may be labeled as a form of sexual assault. Teabagging is the highest form of disrespecting one's opponent. MMA fighting is a sport where respect is earned in the octagon. Suffice it to say, Pimblett won't be showing any respect to Levitt, potentially other UFC opponents anytime soon. So it could have been much worse. Could have been much better.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him. I wouldn't have taken it any further than he did personally.
Yeah, no.
I'm just like, he attempted, and that's more than anybody else has done.
He's a man of his word, and I'll give him that. I will give him props for doing what he did.
It makes me wonder. Mediocre. It makes me wonder how much money people won.
They don't get paid shit.
No, not him. I mean the people who bet on it. Because I'm pretty sure this was actually a bet line for this UFC event in Vegas or wherever they do the. Was he actually going to do it? Was a bet line, and I'm willing to bet more people were betting against it than for it, because you have to have like some very good circumstances for something like that to be able to happen. You know what I mean? Like, it could have gone all 5 rounds, ended with them tying hands, no chance. Could have ended with Patty getting knocked out, wouldn't have happened. Could have ended Patty with getting submission, wouldn't have happened. Could have happened with a technical knockout, wouldn't have happened. It was literally just happenstance that his opponent was down long enough for him to be able to attempt. So, slim chances of it actually happening. It did happen. And I'm sure some people made some money in Vegas.
And good for them.
Yeah. Anyways, G-Dubs, you ready to get in the after show?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. This has been it for the Drunken Under Quarantine show, episode 13, season 3. You want to see more of us, you can follow us over at... of course, I'm Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. I'm available on Instagram, Rumble, which is where we'll be later, Gab, other alt-tech platforms. Go check me out there, because that's the lifeboat if anything ever happens here on YouTube. So we talk about some raunchy shit once in a while. And, who knows? I don't trust big tech. Anyways, go follow GW. Go follow GW at Foley Kills and GW Foley on the Instagrams, the YouTubes, and such. And we'll see you guys in the after show. Until then, stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming. Most importantly, in trying times, stay sane. Try not to kill your neighbor, and remember, only teabag people when it's safe and appropriate. Until next time, we'll see you then. Episode 14. Cheers. Drunk Magician out.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits? This is a weird show.